Welcome back to Resident Evil 4. Oh god, we got a bunch of stuff from Ashley. We better use it.
We got presents.
Yay! So we end up getting couple more bullets. It's stuff I don't have necessarily room for, but I got some good news for you, and we can thank Ashley for this. She got us enough stuff to where we can get our attaché case.
Hey.
Oh, what a touching moment we have here.
All spoiled thanks to your interruption. Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
You're nothing but an extra in my script, so don't get too carried away. Your biggest scene is over.
I don't ever remember being a part of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class script is like through your own actions?
If you can't tell, this script was written by a non-English speaker into English. And he didn't, I don't think he spoke English, but he just kind of had it like Google translated. Anyway, Ashley doesn't care. Poor Louise.
I didn't know him.
But what you do know is more space.
To be fair, when she first met him, he insulted her boobs, so...
Insulted her boobs, and then it's like, how rude not to introduce yourself. Fuck you, Louise.
Thank you. Is that old?
And despite that, he's like, I want to go with you, and shit like that. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Wonderful. This is maximum expansion of the attaché case. We can't get any bigger than this. We won't have to, necessarily.
But you could fit a whole nother rocket launcher in there.
I could just put Ashley in that like the dumpster. And now we can actually kind of place things more organized. Like that secret grenade. Go right here. I have tons of healing right now, and guess what? I'm gonna need it. I don't know if it's in this part, but I'm gonna need it. All right. I think we could potentially go back for the rifle ammo, because one of the nice things is when we broke those vases, even when we left the room, the bullets don't disappear. But we also have one other thing we need to do actually before this. Well, let's get I guess we can get the bullets first, but there is something we need to do before we leave this zone.
It's so morbid that he's just lying there forever now.
Yep. I mean, it would be more morbid if he melted into biogoo like everyone else. That'd be funny while he's holding him. Lois! Oh, God!
Ew, I got him in my fingernails.
This is one of the few parts in the game where you have to backtrack. It's worth it.
For the story or for stuff?
For stuff. Now, for the most part, most of the enemies in here have despawned, but there's one area where the enemies have spawned. And it's in one of our least favorite rooms.
Oh, good.
They're just like, you don't like this room very much. Also, move bullet, goddammit. They're all scythe users, and most of them have masks, so their heads can't burst. Which, again, the game thinks it's an advantage for them, but it means they can't parasite, so it's an advantage for me. That's fine if I had shooting with that shotgun knocked all four over like I was hitting him with a bowling ball. All right, cleared the room. That's why one thing I like about the people in the masks is I can just kind of shoot them wherever. So it's quicker kills. You want to go back here? Because we're going to pick up something. Magnum ammo. Wonder why we need that.
But oh, we need it.
I wonder why we need it. Now, there's some dudes over there at the end of the room. As long as you walk around this way, they won't notice you. Remember this area? There's just one guy who's really into that wall over there. Oh yeah, I'm on the job, right. Actually, wasn't that the coolest?
I could have done that.
Go for it.
Prove it.
Grabs you and suplexes you. Why? So now we have an excuse to go back to where the hedge maze is. At least a little before the hedge maze. I don't know if you necessarily remember something that we walked by that we didn't necessarily interact with that was in this area, but you'll see it here in a moment. There was a room back here. Now, we couldn't go through that room because the door is locked, but now that we have Ashley, we can use her climb through giant windows mechanic.
I could get by with a little help from my friends.
What did you say? Gotta entertain myself somehow.
Look, the new Beatles remix came out. It's on the mind.
He gets really serious. I need more jokes, Ashley. This room is full of stuff to get us more money, which we're gonna need. All right, now we got 2 full heals with health boosts. We get this giant perfume bottle to sell. But most importantly, we get a magnum. The broken butterfly. Magnums in Resident Evil are probably one of the heaviest hitting bullet-based weapons in the game, outside of like a rocket launcher. But one of the games, it was pretty much the rocket launcher. I think it was like Resident Evil 0 where it counted like that. If you need to take something down that's really big, you use the Magnum. But outside of that, just don't bother wasting it on small dudes because you don't get a whole lot of ammo for it.
Definitely more of a boss killer.
Oh, for sure. The only thing is, it's always hit and miss whether how much I upgrade it, because I'll have options to upgrade it like completely or just partially. The broken butterfly does eat up your pesetas. So pick and choose your spots, because the further we go in the game, the upgrades on things get way more expensive. We need the pesetas as we get them. So I may or may not fully upgrade it. I doubt I will. This is my favorite part. If you don't summon her, she stays there, so let's call her to show up to us. Just listen as she shows up. Oh, God. She's coming. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Did it?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Leon, this is uncomfortable.
You're the one who did this. What? Suplex. I just love she slams through the door like a monster.
Right. Just the loudest clangs.
I think she's running a full thing and just cannonballing through the door.
She's tiny, but she's in high school football.
She's doing homing attacks like Sonic. You hears Ashley's voice go, "Whoa!" Oh, she fell into the water again. God damn it.
No! What are you doing?
What are you selling?
Leave me alone. I'm embarrassed for you. So might as well sell the perfume bottle. It's only worth 10K. Only. We need all the money we can get at this point. I don't think there's anything else I need to necessarily buy from him right this second. I'm pretty stocked up on healing. I don't ever buy the mine thrower. See, we can upgrade this, which I like to upgrade a little bit of firepower, because again, if I'm going to use it on bosses, I want to do as much damage as I can. There are multiple kinds of magnums. It is another one where people will debate which one's the best. There is a post-game one that is kind of hard to get. I may or may not get it, but it is super duper 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 strong. I will be showing some of the post-guns, but I don't know if I'll show that one. We'll see. It's just a very powerful version of that. Now, this room is silly, or at least the room this connects to is silly. I don't know what purpose it serves, other than being very threatening.
It just weirds me out every time you do a 180 with the camera. It goes right into Ashley's face, and she's just staring you down.
And her face is full of anxiety at most times. She's like, what are you doing? We tell Ashley to stay here as you ride around on her gear legs. Why didn't you just make a fucking bridge, loser?
There's something very Demon Souls about that.
Oh, you say that. Look at this room.
Yeah.
This is more Dark Souls 2.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
Big demon comes out of lava. So this room, you have to get over there to get the final piece of the key. First thing to do, though, shoot down these dragon ships. And they're very easy to do. You can either shoot the guy who's riding them, because those things blow fire, or you can shoot the very obvious locks here. And if you get near them, they start blowing fire at you, and they're a pain in the ass to deal with. So you can take out these two immediately as you walk in. Once again, proving that the sniper rifle is the best weapon. And when you do it, it does spawn some treasures. Now my thought is, there are dudes in those, so God, that has to be a shit job having to sit there and wait for some guy to show up in the lava room.
And you're 2 bullets away from dying.
Why did we have to make the sensitive part of the chain a different color? I didn't agree to this. I don't know why they're Australian now, but... I don't know why the merchant's Australian, but...
See, I thought he was Australian, but I listened to it, he sounds a little more Cockney.
Yeah, but the thing he's not is Spanish.
Yeah. It's like, either way, it's still wrong.
Yeah. Because it is that question, like, is he with them? If you see him at night, his eyes glow red like these guys do. So he has to have a parasite, I guess. Or he could be Wesker, maybe. It's hard to tell. I don't know why he'd be selling us guns, but...
I've got a side gig.
All right, so... This area, you can take out a bit at a time, but once you cross this point, another one of these dragon ships drops from the ceiling and blocks our path to the last of the Chimera Key. Just run backwards back to this because people start also pouring out to get you from behind. And this just kind of continues for a while. So deal with the spawning enemies first. With suplexes, of course. Nothing weird about this. Now, if you do go past the gold gate there, the dragon ship will rise back up, so you can't, like, completely go out of its range. But it's all good. Now, if you didn't take care of those dragon boats at this point, they'd be sliding side to side along this bridge, blowing fire at you while these guys are coming at you. It's just a big pain in the ass. So by doing this, it makes this zone go from kind of difficult to really easy. Yeah, at this point, I don't even... If you notice, I don't really necessarily save bullets by using the knife as much on these guys because I'm too afraid of head spawning. Now, if you're willing to take that risk, you can save on ammo. But also, as I mentioned, these guys have higher HP values, so a lot of times you can't kill them with one shot and some knife action unless you just go to town at them. And even then, it won't always work. Now, I think I got all of them, so kind of like before. The guy's like, you can't make it past me. Oh, shit. What purpose does this room have? Also, if that's magma, wouldn't that stair be fucking melted?
Right? Well, it's just very hot red water.
I mean, it does have the texture of red water. No, it's just normal water, but they put a bunch of orange lights at the bottom to make it look spooky. All right, lion ornament. Now we have all 3 keys to go through that door we saw back in the day.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was roughly a multiple-hour quest to get a single key. Also, this funny revolving cage room serves no function. Salazar, I think you're spending too much money on nonsense. Shut up!
Have you never been wealthy before?
This is what we do! How you doing? How you doing?
Well, that was weird.
What? My face? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. The funny thing is, a lot of people point out with Ashley is her 2 most well-known assets. Her ears. People talk about her ears all the time. And that's one thing, I remember reading this post because it was on Twitter where someone's like, man, the remake is removing 2 of her most important assets. And then this one person's like, oh, just look at porn, you fucking perv. He's like, no, they're ears. And they went, oh, I was mistaken.
I mean, look, I grew up with big ears, too.
We all have it.
When you get taller, they go in proportion with the rest of your head. You'll be fine.
For some of us. Now there's a little hidden item up here just slammed into the wall. Be sure not to leave it behind. Because it's a purple gem. It's one of the few that go into one of the masks that we have. And when I mean the few, there's not a whole lot of certain colors of these gems, so like it's easy to not fill those things up. One of the reasons I often sell items before they're full of stuff. Now, unfortunately, one thing I hate is you cannot combine the 3 parts of the same fucking key together. You have to put them up one at a time, which is not a huge amount of time wasted, but it is time wasted. 1 key. You gotta look at the text again.
Somebody is going to be annoyed if they streamline this in the remake.
That's true.
Somebody will.
Moonfish. There you go.
Snake ass.
Snake ass!
That's what they called me in high school.
What are you talking about? Listen, I've been by myself a lot.
Indulge me, Ashley.
Yeah. This is a 2-way street. You can say weird shit if you want. I won't judge you.
Hell, I'm not listening.
You should be thanking me. Now, there's a treasure chest back here. Get more gold. This is the area where Salazar crawled up the first time and was like standing up here in this banister being like, "Welcome to my castle. I'm about to put you through shit."
Damn.
Man, I wish I was tiny. You do? You weren't supposed to hear that part. Now, once you leave this place, you enter the roller coaster zone.
Cool.
You know, castles.
So how was your day?
Sorry, I wasn't really listening. You're the worst.
I wasn't talking.
It's probably best for both of us if you don't. Now this sad man does hide some gold. Oh shit! Landed like right on top of him.
Klong.
But he's walking around with like that painting through his head. Now I want to show you the best painting in this game. This room is full of glorious paintings. But I want to show you man, and I want you to come up with a name for him. Who the fuck is this?
Rolf.
That is definitely a Rolf. If only it was my cousin. Who? What? I didn't say anything that time. Talks to him like, well, I wasn't saying anything. So frustrated.
Welcome.
Now, I don't believe he sells anything that I want right now, but there are some very tasty upgrades we can certainly utilize. Also, I do, now that I've thought about it, I've noticed something about our LPs. We tend to find the most straight man in the situation and make him the most insane motherfucker in the world. It doesn't take long.
Well, Leon's already a complete goober.
Yeah, it's true.
We're not throwing him that far away here.
Is that all?
No. He'll have more stupid shit to say, I assure you.
Thank you. Come back.
Now, we have to get through this room by getting 2 more keys. Through one trap that's pretty tough and one trap that is just ridiculous. Damn, Rolf, don't look at me. It's a painting, Leon, you're fine. He's a very sensitive man. Now, this room has 4 posts here. You don't even have to have them facing the right direction. You just need to have 4 buttons held down. Comparative to some of the other Resident Evil puzzles that have night statues, this one's very basic. Which has been a theme. A little bit of a theme. Damn it, you solved my puzzle. And then you just get Ashley to stand on one and me to stand on one.
I kept laughing so much I spat root beer onto my glasses.
I think you've lived long enough. Let's see if you can survive this time.
Oh no, we're trapped. What are we gonna do? Someone. What are we gonna do? What's gonna stop this?
Help, help.
Answer.
I helped. I willed it to stop.
I glared at it.
Now won't fuck with me.
Bring it what? Okay, so there. I'm sure Salazar's like, damn it, that trap didn't work after 3 seconds. You two, do something stupid as a trap. And they're like, wait, what? What do he wants to do? No, just go and find something stupid to do. And the next trap is just improv stupid.
I hope they're doing ballet.
Close. We have our drill tank.
Well, you know what? I'll take it.
You just fucking shoot them and somehow they control the gate. And I love the intense music at this point. Ashley, come on. Just look around the room while the intense music's still happening. All right. Leon, get the cat out of my fucking face.
Dude.
You guys good? All right. Couldn't even break through the wall. So, any more traps for me, Salazar? Wow, I gotta cut through her with my gun on accident. Sorry. Ah, my barrels. Those are your barrels, Leon?
They are now.
Everything I love breaks. Saving here quick because the next puzzle is it's not even a puzzle, but it's tougher, easier to die at. Definitely easier than random drill tank. Now, if you notice, I don't use the shotgun a lot in this game, but this area definitely, the shotgun or the Magnum is probably the weapon I recommend. Even more heart pieces that I'm not using. I have 4 heart pieces that I haven't used. But you know what? Since Ashley gave me one, let's give her one too. There we go.
Eat your spice mix.
I should eat it. Open wide.
That's cold. Right in the forehead. Well, that's not where he died, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's true. This is just something Leon did for some reason. Take that, Lois and Clark.
I never really loved you.
See you next time, Larry. So Alyssa is just talking about how, they killed Lumbago. We better go also kill the agents to solve all our problems. They're the only ones left.
Has it been mentioned, do they need Ashley specifically for something?
They want to keep her alive because she was injected, and they seem to be wanting to capture her for some reason. They haven't told exactly why, but she is to some use to this group. Oh boy, more of these. I love I don't try to help Ashley in that situation.
It wasn't aiming at you.
That's why she shoulder checked me there. Thanks, asshole. Now, I recommend, when you get to this point, tell Ashley to stay. This is a little bit of a battle room. And the room is a lot harder when you have Ashley with you.
And now I'm not helping.
I refuse. You know what? I'll keep dodging the knights, thank you. But once you pick up the second part of the key, it activates a little bit of a gauntlet. This time we're fighting knights. Now, the knights don't flinch to much. You gotta hit him in the head with something pretty hard. Shoot him in the body does nothing. One of the benefits is they are very slow on their swings, so you can usually get out of the way, get a couple shots in, but get out of the way because they do a lot of damage. Once you shoot them enough, though, they become parasite knights.
I was wondering if they were real or if they were like marionettes.
It's not very well explained, because the ones on the wall just kind of fall apart. Good time to also save those flash grenades. I wish I had both of them and didn't get rid of them when my attaché case was smaller. This guy becomes a bit of a problem because he's right there. All right, now move quickly because we have a round 2 coming up.
Gotta refill my men.
I don't have enough men for this. God, is Leon just becoming Birdie?
Kinda. A little bit.
Yeah. I think he's more smoldering. All right, so these are the ones that are the one-hit kills. They'll bite your head off.
So let's get all 3.
Oh, yeah. It's good to do it that way when you, because one thing is I don't think they swing their weapons nearly as much when they're in parasite mode. They just try to bite your heads off. Since they don't flinch anyway, TMP does a pretty good job.
Whoa.
And problem solved. They also drop a lot of gold, too. These are 6,500 each.
And considering the entire suit of armor disappears, like even when it's just the trap ones that swing the axe at you, they vanish. It's almost like the suit themselves are a parasite.
You know, I'm sure if they had... They did have to explain certain lore-based things to save on some graphical and nonsense like that. So, trivia time. So, not necessarily related to the knights, but if you notice, like, they've been talking about this village was taken over by parasites. You notice there's no kids.
Mm-hmm.
There was obviously chosen that you fighting kids would be really bad-looking image for the game.
Yeah.
So what they did, as opposed to just saying, oh, well, we're not going to put kids in it, they actually came up with an excuse in game and said, oh, the parasites, if kids get the parasites, they just immediately die. So it was a way to just have them vanish off screen. Now this area, once again good for our rifles, there's just a ton of dudes waiting over here, so just end them. I just hide back here because they can't throw the scythes at you. There's a couple shield guys, they're just too slow to get at you. And we're good. A lot of treasure in this room, too.
Where did it all come from?
Everyone's got deep pockets in this game. And the way that Ashley just glues herself to your back sometimes.
Right.
Need a little breathing room, Ashley.
After everything that happened, I totally understand.
I'm gonna cough in the back of your head. Why?
You wanted me to talk.
This is what you get. We got another piece for the mask, so it's even more valuable. Nice. All right. We get a lot of treasure in this part. Thank goodness. We're getting up to the point where I got one of the another gun to buy here eventually. I don't think I do it in this part, but I will.
Just shove bread into there.
Exactly what I needed. Now, if they gave you bread, you know it would be like the fish. It would take up like 1/3 of your inventory. You found the baguette.
You will not cut it. You will not fold it.
It's a few days old. It will never break or cease. So this room has a lot of treasures in it. It also encourages you to go straight down that hallway, but we live differently. Also, who the fuck put that snake in there? It milts too, so it makes me think it's also a parasite snake. Be strong, parasite snake. So out here... Oh, there's a little graphical hitch on that one. Anyway, jump through the window. Ooh. Again, we're gonna need those. Up here's another one of the treasure items, which is actually like perfectly placed to help you make some decent money. Because we're gonna run into an enemy we haven't seen in a hot second. We got another bug lantern.
Oh.
Yeah. God damn it.
Choose the rocket. We all want you to see it.
Leon, what are you talking about? I want to see it. So there's a huge nest over here. Very creepy. I'm sure we'll be fine though, right?
Damn it! Ashley! Great. More of them.
Walking fast. Oh. The flying ones, I love aiming for the flying ones because I don't know if they necessarily meant to do this, but when you shoot them when they're flying, they die in one hit. Otherwise, they could take 3 to 4. I also love these guys because they do drop a lot of those little gem things. But there's something you want to do before you leave this room. We gotta do some extermination.
Do we kill the nest?
Hell yeah, we do. It takes a lot of bullets, though. There's one hiding up there, too. They can't see me. This is also why you don't stand in the center of the room.
Oh, that's bigger than it looked.
Yep. Kaplunk. Knocked my spine out of alignment. But man, there's a bunch of gems that drop down.
Yeah, they just died from back trauma.
They'll do it. I mean, that one on the nest fell like 10 feet at best. But we got enough gems from that nest drop to completely jewelify our lantern we just got.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, some gems drop a lot more. Obviously, the green ones drop the most, then red, and then blue. And their value equate to that. But because it's completely full, that lantern is very valuable. And we have to get across there. Can't seem to do it just by shooting that, so we gotta pull one of these switches. Also, just here, we're leading up to one of the worst sound effects placements I've ever seen. Just listen to this. Wow. Just cartoon bonks to unlock it.
Ding.
I have that sound effects pack.
Yeah.
And post, I did not add that to it. But yeah, we lost Ashley. We do have to recover her again. But first, where did Ashley go? Shut up.
I don't want to talk about it.
Just reach into my coat, you'll feel bad.
Got some rare things on sale,
She's an idiot.
stranger. What
Chigoo,
are you
chigoo.
selling?
But it also makes me question, how is he upgrading the weapons? Is he actually doing it, or does he just take your gun, shove it into his coat, do a little shimmy, and then pull the gun out?
Does he have an upgraded version every step of the way for each gun?
I'm filled with 86 variations of the same gun.
Thank you. Is that all?
We're almost fully upgraded the Red 9. We're getting there.
Is that? Thank you. Is that? Is that?
And to no one's surprise, we'll be using that rifle a lot more in the future, so spoilers.
Come back anytime.
Please buy more. I have like 87 shotguns in this coat.
Nobody wants them.
I can't move.
Well, I can't teleport. That's how I'm getting around. It's not that bad.
Yoga teleport. We go over here. There's some dudes up here causing some trouble. Might as well get rid of one of them.
Look at all the trouble he's causing.
Yeah, well,
Loiterer.
I wonder if you can see me, Mr. Kennedy.
If you even scratch her, I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
Shit.
he does that gesture and his arm snaps immediately. Ah! He calls you back. I've taken care of it for you.
Wow, thanks, bro.
Yeah. I like you now, bro. Nice limp arm, bro. Oh my god, I just realized we realize the leaders of this group are consisting of the Big Cheese and Bro. I lost the Big Cheese. Well, now only Bro remains.
This fucking part has been a trip.
Yep. I just love the idea of also because he's giving all these names to. He's just like, hello, Big Cheese. Hello, Bro. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Lois. All of his friends he doesn't give any terms of affection to.
Maybe he doesn't realize that they're supposed to sound affectionate.
I give nice names to everything I hate. Oh, thank God Ashley's here not to question that statement.
The next big boss is gonna name Bestie.
Yes. No, he has a name. I remember it, but I'm not going to spoil it. He does say like the worst insult to the main guy eventually.
There you are, lumpy ass.
Hey there, Chunkmeister. You gonna do this lemon squeeze? Why did you call me lemon squeeze? Because you make my face pucker. Sure.
Starts walking away to the sad Snoopy music. Boo doo 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 doo.
Who? Little Leon? Where are you going?
I don't care. Fuck it.
Just walking away with a puckered face. And then it just says game over.
I'm losing it. Oh, I can't breathe. Okay, there we go.
I like how from part 10 to part 11, what the fuck happened to you, Leon?
Fuck. I'm trying.
We may not survive to part 12, but we'll see you there, I guess.
I'm recording.
All right. Sync audio in 3, 2, 1, sync. You kind of commented, it reminded me like during Halloween, I got these like black fuzzy gloves because I dressed as a werewolf, and the entire night I kept getting fucking hair in my mouth. It's such a pain in the ass. Also, press on nails, fucking bullshit.
That's why I just grow mine out and paint them.
Yeah, I tried to give like werewolf claws, and they were extremely long, and I'm like, fuck, how do people do this?
Yeah.
Sync audio in 3, 2, 1, play.
What?
Oh shit, did we? Shit, got it reversed. Starting over.
You said sync audio twice. I was like, wait a minute.
Let's sync again. Shit, I can't get this werewolf talking here. All right. You know what? We'll sync an audio a third time. How about that?
Still recording.
Play audio in.